Last time, on DragonBorn's burden, Dex uncovered the truth behind Alduin's wall, learning that the dragon threat was far older and far more dire than he ever imagined. The prophecy was no longer a rumor etched in stone. It was a warning meant for him alone. As alliances tightened and the weight of destiny grew heavier, Lydia worked quietly in the background, securing a home in Whiterun, Bray's home, giving Dex and his companions a place to regroup, rest, and prepare for what comes next. With answers revealed and a sanctuary finally claimed, the burden of the Dragonborn pressed closer than ever, and the path forward promised no mercy.
So, if you die saving the world, do I get the house?
Bree's home goes to Lydia. She turned it into an armory by morning.
She already has.
The Greybeards want me at the throat of the world.
Of course they do. Can't just write a letter like normal people.
But every flame only deepens his wound. Only walks close through the ash and the night. Her heart the lantern.
If that's another courier, I'm installing a lock on the door in him.
Delivery for Oni. I'm never carrying this again.
From Cyrodiil.
That is not travel-sized.
That weapon requires its own postal service.
I had it delivered because I left too fast. When I heard what happened to you, Helgen dragons, all of it, I didn't even think. I just ran. I left my hammer behind in Cyrodiil. Figured I'd never need it again.
And you need it now?
Now I'm staying. And if I'm staying in Skyrim, I want my real weapon.
Sensibly violent.
Let's test it out.
Not in a house.
So you crossed borders, chased rumors, and shipped a weapon the size of a horse because of me?
Love makes people do reckless things.
Great. Between the hammer and my curse, Bree's home's officially the most dangerous house in Whiterun.
Home is wherever we survive.
Climbing the throat of the world sounds poetic until you're actually doing it. Then it's just cold, thin air, and the constant realization that one bad step turns you into a very determined snowball. The Greybeards led the way in silence, their robes untouched by the wind like the mountain had decided to be polite around them.
It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. You weren't ready, you still aren't ready. But, thanks to the blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn.
And now,
Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Oni moved easily, as if the climb itself was a challenge she welcomed. Lydia followed with the kind of grim loyalty that suggested she'd march straight into oblivion if I asked, though she did pause once to glare at a snowdrift like it had personally offended her. At the summit, the world fell away. Clouds rolled beneath our feet, and standing there felt like being on the edge of creation itself. That's when Paarthurnax descended. The dragon, not attacking, but talking. I'll admit it. I reached for my weapon out of habit. Lydia drew hers without hesitation. Oni didn't move at all, just watched. Paarthurnax spoke of Alduin, of the ancient battle, and of a shout so powerful it had ripped Alduin out of time. Dragonrand, a weapon forged from the concept of mortality itself. There was just one problem. To learn it, we needed an Elder Scroll. The path ahead became clear. The answers we needed weren't on the mountain anymore. They were buried in the past, locked away by time and stone. The Elder Scroll awaited us. I looked at Lydia, steady and ready, at Oni, whose presence felt like an anchor against the storm inside me, then back toward the world stretching endlessly below. The climate tested us, but what came next would demand more than strength. It would demand knowledge older than history itself. And as we set our course away from the throat of the world, I couldn't help but smile, because adventure awaited.
We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where to find it, such blasphemies have always been the stock and trade of the mages of Winterhold. They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek.
The road to Winterhold was all stone and snow, the kind of cold that creeps into your bones and stays there out of spite. Lydia took point, shield up, eyes sharp. Oni walked beside me, her hammer strapped across her back like a warning to the world. We made camp as the light bled out of the sky, the fire crackling weakly against the wind. Lydia volunteered for first watch, which was her polite way of telling us not to wander off and die.
I'll take first watch.
So, on a scale from 1 to 10, how cursed do you feel today?
Oh, a solid 7. 8 if the wind keeps whispering at me.
Progress. Yesterday you were at a 9. Hey. When this is over, I want a place with no snow, no dragons, maybe a window that doesn't rattle like it's haunted.
Bold dreams. I was thinking 2 chairs and a roof.
As long as you're there.
If I make it through this, I will be.
You will. You have to.
You cling to this notion that one of us must fall. A comforting lie. The truth is far crueler. The world will not survive either of us. It will break beneath the weight of the one who remains. But imagine, for a moment, if you chose the path that spares you that fate. Stand beside me and let the world believe you resisted. Let them curse your name while you live, when all others turn to dust. Join me, and you need not die for a world that would never die for you.